He's on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And certainly Jennings, Charles, he figures to get the majority of the carries for the Giants. What else do they have, though, in the backfield?
Well, remember, they let Andre Williams go. So he was a guy who at one point was a Heisman Trophy finalist out of Boston College. They ended up drafting Paul Perkins out of UCLA. One of those dynamic runners that never got his due. At the end of every game I ever worked that Paul Perkins played in, he ended up having big games, and it's almost like you forgot him throughout. But he's a guy who can carry the ball, catch it out of the backfield, and provide relief for Jennings.
Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Back onto the field heads the Patriots offense, and always so much talk about who's under center and throwing the ball for the Patriots. What about their ground game this year?
It almost doesn't seem to matter who's out there because it rotates almost weekly about who's going to be the featured guy or the lead guy. LeGarrette Blount 1 week. Can James White get into that mix? Brandon Bolden has had his moments. I know DJ Foster is a change-up guy who can play running back and slot receiver. And they might very well get Dion Lewis back before this season is over. He's on the IR, but he's eligible to return after Week 7.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan.
And to me, partner, Chris Hogan in a lot of ways symbolizes New England and what they like to do because you're never really sure where they're going to line him up and how they're going to utilize him just as New England runs offense from week to week. He's got a great opportunity here, especially with Jimmy Garoppolo in the first month of the season.
Yeah, he says his role's still evolving. Last year in Buffalo, 36 catches, 450 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They slot Gronkowski outright. They do go for it. It's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I'm not sure if there's been a better tandem than Brady to Gronk for the last half-decade, so it can be a surprise when they don't hook up and a downright shock when a ball's intercepted. But that is great instincts here defensively to come away with the football.
They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
2nd down following the run. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alan Branch in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so pick it up, but they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he comes back with one complete. He's at the 50. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. And even 50 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else?
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They slot Gronkowski outright. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 14 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. Partner, let's talk about some of the coaches that'll be in new spots here as the regular season starts. You got Dirk Cutter, Hugh Jackson, Mike Mularkey, Doug Peterson, Adam Gates, Ben McAdoo, Chip Kelly, 7 all told. Interesting to track how those guys do.
It really will be, because Dirk Cutter has just changed offices. Went from offensive coordinator to head coach in Tampa Bay. And he got that job because of the work he's done with Jameis Winston, and they want that to continue. Then you go ahead and look at Mike Mularkey, who was the interim coach last year for the Tennessee Titans. He's now the head man there, and guess what? There's a new spirit in Tennessee, and he's helped leading it. And finally, Doug Peterson. Kind of a return for him. A former player in Philadelphia, now he comes back as the head coach of the Eagles.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here's Jennings on the toss. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and it's first down, New York.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Play clock winding down. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Drops it off in the flat to Jennings. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing is Manning up, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So on 4th down, the Giants will turn to Josh Brown for the field goal try. And Brown able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Caught, left side, Bennett. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Blunt, the lone running back. Brady now on first down. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They slot Gronkowski outright. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And, look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Going deep here for Edelman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.